What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? This is Wayne Duncan, Nova's Duncan, and we're here with year one of the Madden 26 Cleveland Browns realistic rebuild. This is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. We get a chance to do one of my favorite things to do, one of my favorite parts of the day, and that is take the Cleveland Brownies to the Super Bowl. If you know, you know. With all that being said, let's waste no more time. Let's meet the roster, the team, the squad here in year one before preseason starts. Looking at the quarterback room, yes, Deshaun Watson is still a part of this team. He still has that big ass contract. If you peep the penalty, if we were to release him, cut him, trade him now, it is $70.2 million in dead cap space. So we will have him on the roster for at least this season before we move on from Deshaun Watson. Now, as I record this in real life, Deshaun Watson could potentially be the starting quarterback next season for the Cleveland Brownies. But as far as it pertains to this rebuild, he will not be a part of our Browns roster. At least for this season, he will, but next season, he will not. Along with other quarterbacks that were on this roster, when the season first originally started, they were like five deep in the quarterback room. Yes, it was Deshaun Watson. Yes, it was Shador. Yes, it was Dylan Gabriel. They also had Joe Flacco. They also had Kenny Pickett. I'm kind of glad I'm doing the rebuild now before they had all those quarterbacks because it would have been a crazy open competition, fatal four-way, fatal five-way. But Deshaun Watson won't be a part of this quarterback competition. But yes, we will have Shador Sanders. Browns took him in the fifth round. Definitely should have went first, second round at least. But we got Shador. We have Dylan Gabriel, and we're going to give both these young quarterbacks a chance to play in the preseason, and they're going to battle it out, and we're going to see who will win potentially the starting job. I do have another play in mind at the quarterback position. We will get to that once I go over the rest of the roster here for this team. Now, this team has a lot of rookies, not even just at the quarterback position, but also at the running back. They took Ohio State Quinshawn Junkins. That was, I think, with their second round pick. This was probably one of my favorite picks for the Browns. And Quinshawn Junkins is going to be their running back of the future. But they didn't just take Quinshawn. They also took Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. So rebuilding their running back room, going from the likes of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt to Quinshawn Junkins and Dylan Sampson. They still have Jerome Ford, Raheem Sanders, another rookie out of South Carolina, and Travion Williams. At fullback, we don't have any. At wide receiver, we have Jerry Jeudy, who, what was it, last season? He balled out. Yeah, 90 catches, 1,200 yards, 4 touchdowns. So Jerry Jeudy currently our wide receiver one. And then the rest of the wide receiver group is kind of weak. You got Cedric Tillman, DeAndre Carter, who's more like a special teamer, Malachi Corley, Jamari Thrash, the rookie Isaiah Bond, and Gage Larvadane out of South Carolina. So a lot of rookie and second year guys outside of Tillman, Jeudy, and Carter. So whoever our quarterback ends up being, we definitely got to rebuild the wide receiver position here in Cleveland. At tight end, still got David Njoku, but they also took another rookie, team full of rookies, Harold Fannin Jr. out of Bowling Green State. And he could be our tight end of the future, our future tight end one. They have Brendan Bates, Blake Whiteheart. And then on the O-line, you got Cam Robinson, you got Cornelius Lucas, you got DeJuan Jones, you got Joel Bitonio, you got Tevin Jenkins, you got Ethan Pokich, Go Hawks, Luke Whippler, Wyatt Teller, Zach Zenner, Kendrick Green, Jack Conklin, KT Levinston. Just a crowded offensive line. And when I look at it as a whole, we are going to have to retool this whole offensive line. Definitely get younger. I mean, look at Cam. He's pushing 30. Cornelius is already mid-30. Batonio, 30. Pokish, 30. Teller, 30. Jack Conklin, 30. Now, one thing about this offensive line, they do have great depth traits like Cam Robinson. I think he has star Batonio has star. Tevin Jenkins even has star. Pokich, I think he's on a normal. But Wyatt Teller, superstar. Uh, Jack Conklin, star. So they have good depth traits. They're just on the wrong side of 30. So they're good for now. Um, Hopefully they can block for whoever our starting quarterback is going to be. But we definitely got to rebuild the offensive line. And then at edge, left edge, you got Isaiah McGuire and Alex Wright. But on that right side, we have probably the best defensive player in the NFL, Myles Garrett. Also, as I record this, is the new sack king leader with 23, breaking Michael Strahan's record in 17 games. And we're going to try to break that record here during this rebuild. Instead of getting 23, though, we want to see him get 50. I want to see him get 50 sacks in a season. But Myles Garrett, who re-signed, chose the money over going somewhere else. And I'm happy to have him here in Cleveland. And I'm going to try to get him a partner in crime on the other side on that left edge. Mason Graham, who was their first round pick. They had the number 2 overall pick. They traded down with Jacksonville. Jacksonville moved up to get Travis Hunter. And the Browns ended up with a good player, Mason Graham. Now, me personally, I felt like they should have took Travis Hunter at 2. They would have fixed 2 positions with the corner and the receiver. And if you were going to take Shedeur anyway, you would have had Shedeur and Travis Hunter. You know, Colorado thing going on. But Mason Graham was a great pick. And he's joined a great defense, and he's going to be our day one starter, future starter, defensive tackle, one of the future. And then they got a bunch of veterans like Shelby Harris. They got Malik Collins, Mike Hall Jr., Huntington, and Kamara. Sam linebacker, got Jerome Baker, Carson Schlesinger, another one of those rookies, probably in real life defensive rookie of the year. Carson Schlesinger was a great pick for the Browns. I think they got him in the second round, third round, because they had multiple second round picks. Yeah, second round they took him and Quinshon Judkins. And then at will linebacker, you got Devin Bush, who has kind of rejuvenated his career, and he got JOK. And this team is a 4-3, so we are going to use 3 linebackers. So our linebacker group is probably going to be Schlesinger, Devin Bush, and JOK with a little bit of Jerome Baker. And then at corner, you got Denzel Ward, still one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and he leads the secondary. You got Tyson Campbell, who in a trade during the season, they traded Greg Newsome straight up for Tyson Campbell. Both of those teams just swapping cornerbacks. So Tyson Campbell, welcome to the dog pound. They got Martin Emerson, and then after that, it's just a bunch of Ronnie Hickman at free safety. They got the rookie Donovan McMillan, and then Grant Delpit, Rayshon Jenkins, and another rookie, Chris Edmonds. They got Andre Smith, another rookie. Even they have a rookie. I swear they drafted a rookie at every single position. Andre Smith at kicker, and then you got Corey Bojorquez at punter, and then long snapper. Not even going to pronounce that, but long snappers do matter. But before we simulate the preseason, I had a trade in mind. Yes, I said I was doing trades in year one. Normally, in the past, I didn't do this. I would just keep the roster the way it was. But I want to shake things up a little bit, and we're going to make a trade with the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I thought about the Cardinals and making a trade for Kyler Murray, which would be kind of like a fun storyline because, him and Baker Mayfield both went to Oklahoma, and Baker ended up, getting drafted by Cleveland. So I thought about Kyler Murray, but I also thought about Kirk Cousins. We don't have a Joe Flacco or a Kenny Pickett or a veteran in this quarterback room outside of Deshaun Watson, who will not be playing this season for us. So I thought about, Kirk Cousins, Kevin Stefanski. We're together in Minnesota. We need a veteran in the room, and this doesn't guarantee that Kirk is going to be the starter. He most likely will be to at least start the season. So we're going to trade for Kirk Cousins as the Falcons go with Michael Penix. And I'll give them We got 3 fifth-round picks. I'll give him a fifth and like a future six or something. Nah, they won't take that. Well, straight up fifth. I say I don't want to take that either. So this is gonna be what about a fourth? So they're not gonna trade Kurt easily, but we want Kirk Cousins on this team. So what if I was to give you a current fourth and a future third? Boom, that's gonna get it done. So fourth, we have multiple first round picks, so I'm fine with giving up a fourth and then a future third for Kirk Cousins. We get Captain Kurt go iced out Kurt on the team. He is now a Cleveland Brown. And another good thing that we got Kirk Cousins is he has the mentor tag, so he gets to mentor Shador, Dylan Gabriel, hell, and Deshaun Watson even. And now we're gonna add Kirk Cousins to the preseason. So now it is time to simulate the preseason. We got the Carolina Panthers in the first game. Can we get the dub on the road? Kirk Cousins starting this preseason. All the quarterbacks will start at least one game. As we lose 14-21. And Dylan Gabriel was, playing with the second string backups. He throws a touchdown. He's 14-22. But Kirk Cousins was 1 of 4, 25%, just 10 yards. So threw at least a first down pass. And Shador didn't play that game, but he will play the next game. Dylan Sampson, touchdown for Bryce Young, touchdown for Malachi Corley. 3 sacks for Malik Collins. Martin Emerson, Rayshawn Jenkins. 2 punts inside the 20 for Bajorquez. So we do have an injury, and it is Harold Fannin. But thank God that we still have David Njoku. Now, Kurt, we're going to go with Dylan Gabriel as a starter and then Shador as the backup. We're going to go with Sampson over Ford. We have a lot of open competition at these positions. Malachi Corley did score a touchdown, so we're going to put him in. Let's throw in Isaiah Bond, too. I want to see what he can do. Tackle, we're going to go with Cornelius over Cam Robinson. The rest of the O-line should be fine. We're not playing Myles Garrett. We're not playing Myles Garrett. Can't afford for him to get injured. Malik Collins had a 3-sack game, so we're going to put him in. And everybody else should be good. Receiver Isaiah Bond. We'll go Malachi Corley this game. And we're going to take out Myles Garrett because he is not playing in the preseason. And rush D tackle. Yeah, let's go. All right, against the Eagles. Trying to get through preseason, no more injuries. So we are now 0-2. 24-41, very high scoring preseason game. Shador comes in, throws 2 touchdowns, does throw a pick. Dylan Gabriel also throws an interception. 8-15 for Dylan Gabriel, and Shador was 12 of 20. Shador will start the final game. And then Jamari Thrash, David Njoku with a TD, Isaiah Bond with a TD, Batonio giving up a sack, and then we had a sack for nobody, and we had a pick for the rookie linebacker, Carson Schlesinger, and then Schmidt did miss a field goal. We didn't have any more injuries, but we are going to start Shador. All 3 quarterbacks got a chance to start at least one game. So Shador is going to play, and then I'm going to put in Kirk Cousins. He's going to run it with the 2s. We're going to go Dylan Sampson over Judkins. Let's go with Sanders over Ford. And then we're going to put Isaiah Bond in. We're going to put Thrash in, and we're gonna put Larvin in. And guess we'll take out Carter. Let's take out Tillman too. Okay, everybody some playing time in the preseason. Let's go Whiteheart over Bates. Let's go back to let's go DeJuan Jones. And then we'll have Cam Robinson come in and play with the twos. Just trying to find a way to get everybody on the field for at least one preseason game. Slot receiver, we'll go with Thrash. That's it, Vaughn. Boom. Final preseason game. Shador starting against the Rams. Can we go 0-3 in the preseason? We do. 14-9. We take the L. And Kurt, 5 of 7, very efficient. Shador, 10 of 16, very efficient. But nothing special. Shador did run for 33 yards. Raheem Sanders gets a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Puka Nacua. Don't know why they was playing him so much. They just wanted to embarrass our backups. Mason Graham gets a sack. Alex Wright gets a sack. And then an interception again for Schlesinger. Martin Emerson gets an interception. And we have to make our final cuts, and we have to make a lot, 16. So we'll look at the stats, see who won the starting jobs. Both rookie quarterbacks basically mirrored each other. Both completed 22 completions. Both had about 36, 37 attempts. Both had 2 touchdowns. Both had 1 pick. Shador was 61 completion percentage. Dylan Gabriel was 59. Gabriel had a better yards per game. The ratings were just about the same. Longest pass was about the same. Shador had less sacks. So I think Kirk Cousins, we just traded for him. He's going to start off as the starting quarterback. And then Shador and Gabriel will be the backups. Quinshaw Junkins will be the starting running back, with Sampson as the backup. And then Malachi Corley, Thrash, Bond. I mean, they all had a touchdown. Bond had more catches. Definitely want to try to develop him. And looking at the O-line, Cornelius Snukas did not give up a sack, but I think I'm going to still go with Cam Robinson. I think they traded for him with Jacksonville, or the team he was on. I think it was on Houston maybe. Schlesinger is going to be the starting middle linebacker. We pretty much know who's going to start on defense. It's just really the offensive side we got to figure out. But we got to figure out these cuts. Who's going to go to the practice squad? Can't cut Deshaun Watson right now. I mean, I could, but I'd rather much do it in the offseason. Sanders, Trevion Williams, I kind of don't need. So he might be a cut candidate. Lara Dane, I kind of want to keep. We don't need all these tight ends. But do we have to keep Whiteheart at least because Fannin just got hurt? We have a bunch of offensive linemen. But I'll tell you right now, practice squad. That brings the number down to 14. Why do they have so many people on this roster? So we don't need Kamara's just 5 years in the league and 60 overall. It's not going to cut it. Reed. It's another one that's kind of like practice squad. Don't need all these linebackers. We don't need 2 Sam linebackers, so corner. So we'll move Dom Jones to the practice squad. We'll probably, and it's tough. Edmonds. Now, how many more people do we have to cut? So we're at 9. Would love to cut Deshaun Watson, but can't do it right now. Trevion Williams. We are gonna cut Trevion Williams. Tough. Would love to just keep everybody on the team, but we have to get it down to 53. Uh, Larvadane, we will move to the PS. Tight end Whiteheart, we will move to the PS. We'll get Harold Fannin back real soon. I think we cut Kenyon Green too, or Kendrick Green. I like the O-line depth. We'll move Huntington to the practice squad. Can't say nobody's name right now. The corners. I think we're just gonna cut these guys. D'Angelo Ross, Trey Avery. Now, the roster doesn't look like it has that many. Still have to cut 3 players. So, yeah, we just can't cut Deshaun Watson right now. Sanders, we could move to the PS, but I don't want to do that. I like our receivers. Really, I don't plan on using DeAndre Carter. Do we just cut him? Just save the $1 million? But he's the only wide receiver that's over the age of 30. So I kind of want to keep him. If we're not going to play Kendrick Green, there's too many linemen. We'll just release him. And that leaves us with 2 more people. Who are the 2 lucky, special people that are going to get cut? I feel like it's going to be Sam Webb. One more player, and that one player should be Deshaun Watson, but we just can't right now. So maybe one of the receivers, but usually when you move someone to the practice squad, it's like a 69, 70 plus overall. They will get stolen by another team. Now, I could have put Dylan Gabriel on there. And you know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna move Dylan Gabriel to the practice squad. And we'll just go with Shador and Kirk Cousins. So we're going to upgrade the players, adjust the lineup, set up the depth chart, and get ready for the regular season. Now, with Kirko starting at quarterback, if we are halfway through the season or maybe like first 4 games or something like that, if he is still, if we're not winning games, we will make the move to one of the younger quarterbacks, so Shador or Dylan Gabriel, just to try to get them some playing time and get them some snaps, get them some experience, get them developing. So could take the easier route, just start one of them and then, win Rookie of the Year, get Dev Trade upgrade, develop them like that. But it's as real as it gets when it comes to realistic, and we need a veteran. So we're going to go with Shador and Kirk Cousins. We're going to go with Dylan Sampson, Ford, and Judkins. Fullback will be the tight end for right now. Could go Sanders. Let's go, because we're kind of short on tight ends right now. We'll go Sanders. Receiver, let's go with Jerry Jeudy, Tillman, and honestly, I really want to try to develop Isaiah Bond. There we go, Corley, Thrash, Njoku, Cornelius Lucas, I guess, because we're going to go Cam Robinson, Batonio. We also have Tevin Jenkins, too. Pokic. But I think I'm gonna go with Tevin Jenkins as the center. And then right tackle, just getting our best offensive lineman on the field. And then right tackle will be, yeah, we'll have DeJuan Jones backing him up. And then left edge, we'll go with McGuire. And right edge will be Myles Garrett. D tackle will be Mason Graham. We'll go with Malik Collins. And even though Shelby Harris is right there, we're going to have Mike Hall Jr. Rushing. We got JOK, we got Schlesinger, and we got Devin Bush. Corner will be Denzel Ward, Campbell Emerson, and then we'll put in like Rashad Jenkins, Hickman, Delpit, Jenkins. Kick return man will be, put Jerome Ford back there, Isaiah Bond. Let's go with the rookies. Let's go Bond. Let's go Dylan Sampson. And then punt return can be Carter Ford. Kickoff start will be Corey Borges. Quishon Jenkins will be third down back. Power back will be Quishon Junkins and Jerome Ford. Sanders. Gadget player will be Junkins, Corley, Sampson. I guess that's fine. I don't know if they use Gadget. Slot receiver though will be it now. Harold Fannett is out right now, and we're going to use the 2 tight ends. So for right now, while he is out, it is going to be maybe Jerry Jeudy. Should we go Jeudy, Isaiah Bond, Tillman? And then left end, we're going to go with, well, Myles Garrett plays on the right, so let's go Myles Garrett and McGuire. And then D tackle will be Mason Graham, Malik Collins, Mike Hall. Nose tackle, Mason Graham, Malik Collins, Mike Hall. Sub linebacker, Schlesinger, Bush, JOK. And slot corner will be Emerson, Rayshon Jenkins, and Harden. So, whew, that took a while to set up. Browns just had a lot of men on the roster, but we are prepared for the regular season as we auto-generate the draft class, and a practice squad player just got signed. Now, there is a quarterback. Just because we have Shador and Dylan Gabriel does not rule out that we will look or draft a quarterback. So I'm glad to see there's a couple. And Nathaniel Watson got signed by the Broncos from our practice squad. So one more look at the team for year one. Now that we have Kirk Cousins in there, pairing him back up with Kevin Stefanski. We got Junkins and Sampson, the 2 rookie running backs. We got Jerry Jeudy, Tillman, Isaiah Bond, and Joku, Harold Fannin when he comes back, Conklin, Teller, Jenkins, Batonio, and Cam Robinson. Just getting, all of our best offensive linemen on the field. They all have depth traits. And then on the defensive side, Collins, Hall, Graham, Garrett, McGuire, Campbell, Ward, Emerson, Hickman, Bush, Schlesinger, JOK, Delpit, Jenkins. I just went over all of them. So stop wasting time. We got a big division game against Cincinnati Bengals. We're at 80 overall, 77 offense, 84 defense. You see the defense carries the weight around here in Cleveland. We definitely got to get that offense up to par with the defense. Let's see if we can win the first game of the season against Cincinnati Bengals to win the AFC North. And we are 1-0, 17-12, very defensive, low-scoring game. As the Kirk Cousins era in Cleveland starts. 1 touchdown, 192 passing yards, 5 sacks though. Not good from the O-line. And then Burrow did his thing. But Quishon Junkins, 74 rushing yards. Jerry Jeudy with a rushing touchdown. Receiving, we had Cedric Tillman go for 7 catches, 96 and a touchdown. David Njoku, 7 and 64. Jerry Jeudy, 2 catches for 18 yards. Cam Robinson giving up a couple of sacks. And then B.J. Hill with a couple of sacks. Trey Henderson, they just got after the quarterback. But McGuire with a sack. Mason Graham, first sack of his career. No picks. Evan McPherson missed 2 field goals, so he basically blew the game for them. Schmidt made a 55-yarder for us, and we are 1-0. Another practice squad player just got signed to our active roster. That is so annoying. Why are they signing people on my team? Malik Collins just got injured, which is fine because we are pretty good at D tackle. We got a lot of depth, but the game just signed somebody to my practice squad, which means they just released somebody. Is Harold Fanning back? I think he is. But who the hell did they get rid of? I don't see anybody that they got rid of, so I guess that's all right then. Is Harold Fanning back? He is. Malik Collins is out though. So with Harold Fanning back, what we can do now is have Njoku as the tight end, and then our slot receiver is going to be Harold Fanning. And then Malik Collins is out. Hall and Harris. Hall and Harris. So yeah, we're good at D tackle, but we are 1-0. Another division game on the road against the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a tough one to go into B more and try to get a dub. We don't. We get our first loss of the season. 27-24. At least we made it really close. And we couldn't run the ball, not turning it over. 1 touchdown for Kirk Cousins. He's been really efficient. Quinshon Judkins with a TD, and Jerome Ford with a TD. Cedric Tillman is looking like our best receiver so far. Cam Robinson is the only one giving up sacks on the O-line. And then Mason Graham, another game with a sack. McGuire, another game with a sack. Schlesinger, first pick of his career. Rayshawn Jenkins getting on the field. And Schmidt misses a field goal, which was the difference in the game. And what all these players signing all of our practice squad players. I told you, practice squad matters, man. Tevin Jenkins is out, but we have Ethan Pokic as our center. Anyway, weekly award winner goes to Carson Schlesinger. 11 tackles, 1 interception. We'd love for him to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. We have the Green Bay Packers at home. We could try to end their little 2-0 undefeated streak, and we don't. 42-23 in a shootout. They almost put 50 on our heads, and here goes Madden not showing the damn box score. So stupid. But we threw 2 turnovers. Don't know if we threw it or fumbled it, but yeah, 2 interceptions from Kirk Cousins. Got sacked 3 times. 3 touchdowns for Josh Jacobs. We couldn't stop him. And why is Dylan Sampson not getting any carries? 2 touchdowns for David Njoku. See that we're using both tight ends. Jack Conklin giving up a couple of sacks to Micah Parsons. Myles Garrett gets his first sack of the season. Tyson Campbell gets his first INT of the season. And why are we not using Dylan Sampson? Got the Detroit Lions on the road. See if we can get back to 500 at 2-2. Still early in the season. Kirk Cousins is playing really well, so not going to look to Dylan Gabriel or Shador just yet. Oh, here we go with this, man. So it's not going to... So what you have to do with this, I hate this glitch, by the way. It's not showing the games, and like after every 2 games, it's gonna stop showing it, and then you have to back out, you have to go back in, and it's just why? Why are you doing that? But 13 to 23, we lose by 10. We couldn't run the ball. 2 turnovers, down 20 to 3 at the half. Kirk throws 2 interceptions. Why are we not using Dylan Sampson? Jerry Jeudy had a big game. Brendan Bates, why is our third tight end getting in there? I mean, we want to use everybody, but Devin Bush with a sack, Emerson with an interception, Smith's making all his field goals. And we have a defensive back breakout. Don't know who this could be. Could be Martin Emerson. He did have an interception in that game. And let's do a moderate goal, medium. Kirk Cousins' revenge game against the Minnesota Vikes. We are 1-3 now. If we fall to 1-4, do we go to Shador against Pittsburgh? Do we make a quarterback switch? (13 to 21). We ran the ball. Another turnover. Kirk Cousins, 168, no touchdown, 1 pick, 3 sacks, 14 to 29. Judkins, there goes Dylan Sampson getting some carries finally. And our receivers didn't help out. Cam Robinson didn't help out, not blocking for Kirk. Mike Hall gets his first sack of the season. Schlesinger, Denzel Ward with picks. Schmitz making his field goals. I think now might be the time, but don't want to set Shador up. He would have to go in Pittsburgh. I mean, week 7 is against Miami. I think that might be a little bit better. But I think Shador is built. I mean, we're 1-4. So, mock draft 1 is available. And right now, they have us picking at number 7. And I love the position. Taking the edge, I do want to pair up somebody with Myles Garrett to have an elite pass rush. So, love that they have us taking the edge rusher there. And we have a couple of first-round picks. They have us taking a quarterback, 6'6", 228 pounds, Nate Jackson. I'm going to have to look more at him. We're not ruling out taking a quarterback. So, defensive breakout, as we have another one. So he got some XP, didn't get the dev trait, but we have another defensive breakout. Denzel Ward. Now for Denzel Ward, let's go with turnover machine, because he has been getting a couple of picks. So we're not gonna set Shador up for failure. We're gonna let Kurt start this game against Pittsburgh, and then if he loses this game against Pittsburgh, going to Miami will be a little bit easier of a task for Shador. So yeah, Kurt does lose. We fall to 1-5, 14 to 24, lose by 10. We just couldn't pass the ball. We turned the ball over again. We were up 14-7 at the half, and then they dropped 17 points on us in the fourth quarter. So yeah, Kurt, 15 to 32. It's time to make a quarterback switch. Kirk did rush for a touchdown, and Jerome Baker, Malik Collins, Myles Garrett. Defensive breakout. Same thing as Martin Emerson. Same text, same dialogue. So 10,000 XP though for Denzel Ward. But we're going with Shador. As Kirk will now be benched. And let's just make sure that the CPU didn't change anything on my, yes they did. All right, so now Shador's first career start will be against the Miami Dolphins. We sit at 1-5. So let's simulate, and it is a home game, so this was better than going into Pittsburgh. And let's see if Shador can go 1-0, and we don't. So we fall to 1-6. We suck right now. We lose 10-17. We didn't turn the ball over, which is a good thing. So he didn't throw any interceptions. But I mean, for his first career start, 19-34, no touchdowns, no picks, not bad. But he did get sacked 6 times, so the O-line not helping him out in that department. We cannot run the football to save our lives. Touchdown for Dylan Sampson. Jerry Jeudy, Tillman, tight ends didn't do anything. Myles Garrett with 3 sacks, trying to break that sack record. Jerome Baker, we got Mason Graham, JOK. Tyson Campbell with the interception. Smith making his field goal. And we have a weekly award winner going to Myles Garrett with the 7 tackles and the 3 sacks. We'll delegate that. Now we have the Patriots on the road. Can we get our second win of the season? Or will we go 1-16? Just have one win on the season? I mean, it's possible. It's looking like it. 34-17, we lose to the Patriots. And this... Why? We already won just one damn game. Why do you have to do this to me, Madden? A lot of passing yards. 3 turnovers, though. 3. 2 touchdowns for Judkins. 2 touchdowns for Stevenson. Cedric Tillman is looking like our best wide receiver. We got Martin Emerson, Mike Hall. We have a new injury, and it is Grant Delpit out a couple of weeks. But we at the mid-season mark, and it is the bye week. Look at that. Just a bunch of red bars over there on the side for the NFL rankings. We're 29th offense, 24 passing, 20. I was not ready. I wasn't ready to move on from that. 23 in rushing, 26 defense, 24 and 23. We're going to auto-upgrade the players. Look at any contracts that we may have. As I went to scout college players, but looking at the contracts, I mean, Martin Emerson's going to be one, and Joku. Really, nobody deserves to get re-signed right now the way the season is going. So we'll look back at that at the end of the season. But right now we're playing for the number 1 overall pick. That's what we're doing. Did I see the Chiefs at 1-7? At 1-8? But we have the Jets, who are 5-3 in year 1, wish we could switch roles with them right now. But right now, looking for the first win of Shador Sanders' career, and we get it, and it is against the Jets, 31-10. That's probably why we got this damn thing. 31-10, we blow them out. We ran the ball, we passed the ball, no turnovers, just dominated. 2 touchdowns for Shador, 16-27. Judkins, his first 100-yard rushing game, he had a $136, and then Dylan Sampson with 40 yards and a touchdown. See, that's what happens when you use your 2 young running backs. Cedric Tillman, still our best receiver. Njoku with a TD. And then we had Myles Garrett, Isaiah McGuire, Denzel Ward, Martin Emerson. McGuire has been... He's been doing his thing. He's been doing his stuff, man. We might not need a edge rusher if McGuire keeps playing the way he's playing. He can get double-digit sacks. We may have found our left edge. Mock Draft 2 is available. And they have us taking another left edge at the top of the draft. And remember, we have 2 first-round picks. And with that other one, they have us taking a left tackle. Don't hate it. Now, what happened to that quarterback they said we were going to take? They have them all the way down here to the Commanders. But look at these DB breakouts. Martin Emerson. I mean, he failed the first one, so let's choose a different goal for him. I know he can get an interception. He has one or a couple on the season. Let's see, 2 TFLs, a forced fumble. Nah, 4 tackles and 2 TFLs, 4 tackles and 2 pass deflections. I think he could do that. Getting Martin Emerson up to superstar dev would be crazy work. And then we have another one. How do we have 2 defensive back breakouts at the same time? It's got to be Denzel Ward trying to go up the X factor. Yeah. So last time we did turnover machine. Let's do coverage skills. Maybe the other one was just a little too hard for him. We got the Baltimore Ravens, who are now 4-5. So who's leading the division? Are you, bruh? This is looking like the NFC South in real life. 4-5 Steelers, 4-5 Ravens, 4-5 Bengals, and we're just sitting at the bottom at 2-7. So at 2-7, we still have a chance to make the playoffs. And what is going on with the Chiefs at 1-8? Mahomes got to be out or something. But if we beat the Ravens here, we will be one game, potentially one game behind in the division. Let's go, Shador. Beat the team, the Baltimore Ravens, that were interested in taking you but didn't take you. And Lamar was just probably too much for us. And Derrick Henry, 23-17. We lose in overtime. We were up 10-0 at the half. 10-7 going in the fourth quarter. 2 touchdowns for Shador, but we got sacked 6 times. He actually kind of outplayed Lamar. Not really, but we couldn't stop Derrick Henry, King Henry, and Isaiah Davis. 2 touchdowns for Jerry Jeudy. We had no sacks. A pick for Jerome Baker. Schmidt with a field goal. Now, we needed 4 tackles for Martin Emerson. He got 7. He needed 4 pass deflections. He got 0. So, I'm not even going to entertain that first DB breakout. But let's look at the second one for Denzel Ward. So he got some more XP, so not bad. But the Raiders, who are 3-7, and we lose to them. So we are just trash. We are just garbage. Can't beat the worst roster in the league. Lose 9-23. You couldn't even put up 10 on them. 48 rushing yards, bro. Phillip Rivers, Granddaddy Rivers, signing with the Raiders. And he throws a touchdown. That's probably who I should have went and got instead of Kirk Cousins. Tyler Lockett scoring a touchdown against us. 2 sacks for McGuire. I'm telling you, McGuire. Myles Garrett probably getting double teamed, and then all the attention going towards him. They just forgot about McGuire, and he's getting all the sacks, and our secondary just took 2 big hits at Denzel Ward and Grant Delpit, both out with foot fractures, both out 2 to 4 weeks. Now, scouting focus players, I do want to look at that quarterback. Actually, there's another one right here. Dorian Saunders. 6'4". So if we draft this guy right here, we could potentially have Saunders and Sanders. Um, yeah, so we're gonna look at him. We're gonna look at any edges. It's top 5 guy right here, and probably the other top 5 guy or left tackle. We do need O line. So 6'9", 336. Yeah. Quarterback, edge, and tackle. I think those are the 3 positions of need. Definitely need to look more so on the offensive side because the defense is straight. They're not playing like it right now, but they're the strength of our team right now. We got the 49ers, and maybe we turn to Dylan Gabriel at some point too. Let him get in a little bit because we are not winning, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm going to go with Dylan Gabriel. So we have to bring him up from the practice squad. And we're going to have to cut one player. Just cut Sam Webb. We'll go 4 corners. And I just forgot that Denzel Ward is out with injury. So, but I mean, we're already losing, so we might as well tank, right? Look, Dylan Gabriel, our 3rd starting quarterback of the season. And look at that. Dylan Gabriel wins his first game. It was against Tennessee. Don't know why I went to team schedule. We're going to have to go from the league schedule because seems to be the one that is working right now. And now all of a sudden it doesn't want to work. So once again, we got to back out and look at how Dylan Gabriel got us our 3rd win of the season. Will Dylan Gabriel be the franchise quarterback for the Cleveland Browns? I don't think so. I think we still look at quarterback. But we'll see how he did. Can I go to team schedule now? Thank you. 20-16. I mean, we barely beat them. Couldn't run the ball, passed it. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 18 of 28. Couldn't run the ball. Touchdown for Cedric Tillman. Touchdown for Harold Fanning. Mike Hall Jr. with the sack. Rayshawn Jenkins with the interception. And we got Chicago. Now, wouldn't that be something? We put Dylan Gabriel in, we win the rest of our games along the way, and we screw ourselves out of a top 5 pick, and that's what's happening. Dylan Gabriel. We might have to put Kurt Shador back in. 34-28. We win it overtime. Dylan Gabriel 2-0. 3 touchdowns, no picks. Judkins 98 yards. Tillman is our best receiver. Njoku with 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Carter with a touchdown. Myles Garrett. Now, what's really crazy to me right now is any other time I'm simulating a franchise, Myles Garrett, bro, he goes off as Dylan Gabriel as a player of the week. He goes off, right? I don't even think he has 5 sacks on the season. I know one game he had 3, but he's usually in the lead for like sacks, right? Around the league. He only has 7. Is the game hindering Myles Garrett because I'm controlling him now? We have the 12-2. Now, if Dylan Gabriel wins this game, he's looked great his first 2 starts. If he can beat the Bills at home, he's thrown 5 touchdowns, no picks so far. And yeah, the Bills were just too much. Let's see how he did though. 26-24, very close. Dylan Gabriel might be the guy. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And he ran for it. Bro, this is going to turn into the Dylan Gabriel rebuild. What the hell? Grant Delpit, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward. He is back. Got the Steelers. I think they beat us already. Going for the sweep. And we lose this game. And how did Dylan Gabriel do? Because even if we lose the rest of the games, if he can keep these games close and keep putting up the numbers and the stats, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Dylan Gabriel. Njoku and Fannin, both tight ends. Love to see that. Mason Graham. Delpit, Hickman. Final game of the season, as Njoku is out 2 to 4 weeks. We got the Bengals. We'll auto upgrade everybody just in case Stefanski gets let go by the team. And yeah, that's exactly what happens. Stefanski gets fired. He was let go by the team. And we'll look at the stats. Now, Dylan Gabriel, Kurt, all of them threw for 1,000 yards. Now, Gabriel, 12 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Shador wasn't that bad, 5 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. But Dylan Gabriel was the best of all 3 quarterbacks. Now, we're not tied to any of them, especially Kurt. We just traded for him. We're still going to look at quarterback in the draft, and if we feel like one of the quarterbacks in the draft would be a better option for us going forward, we're going to draft a quarterback. Don't know what that would mean for Dylan Gabriel and Shador, but they did not play bad. They did not play bad. They played better than Kurt for the most part. Running, 1,000 yards for Quinshawn, over 4 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns, no fumbles. His longest rush was 71 yards. Would like to see more from Dylan Sampson. He did have 3 touchdowns, but Junkins got most of the carries. Receiving, Jerry Jeudy, 100 yards shy of 1,000 yards, only had 2 touchdowns, but 75 catches, not bad. Tillman was also really good. David Njoku, 65 and 8. He was really good. Harold Fannin, good for a rookie. Carter got in there. They must have put Carter back in that receiver when I had Isaiah Bond in. But it's fine. Doesn't really matter who was in there. We weren't going to win any games. Cam Robinson, Jack Conklin, Tokich, Teller, everybody was just garbage. Everybody was trash. Schlesinger, 154 tackles, 2 TFLs, 4 INTs, 139 for Bush, 4 TFLs, a sack and a half and a pick, 102 for Tyson Campbell, 2 TFLs, and 3 interceptions. Emerson, a TFL, 2 picks, and a sack. Hickman, same thing. Myles Garrett, down season for him. 3 picks for Denzel Ward. Mason Graham, 7.5, 14 TFLs. We may have 2 defensive rookie of the years when it comes to Schlesinger and Mason Graham. 2 picks for Rayshon Jenkins, and his defense really got at it. McGuire, 6 sacks, 9 TFLs. Not bad. May have to consider going edge. Maybe we go tackle and maybe quarterback. Maybe we have to reconsider quarterback too. 10 deflections for Schlesinger, 13 for Bush. Our linebackers leading in deflections. Forced fumbles, we had 2 for Myles Garrett, 1 for Devin Bush, 1 for Denzel Ward, 1 for Emerson, 1 for Hickman, 1 for Jenkins. And then we had no blocks. No, we had Mason Graham, Shelby Harris, and Alex Wright. We had a safety for Alex Wright, and Alex Wright is trying to make the team next season. Schmitz made all his field goals from the extra point, and he only missed 2 all year. Made a 57 yards, so great season for the rookie kicker. Inside of 2015 times for Bojorquez, longest was 70. He averaged 50.7. Kick return, no touchdowns. Punt return, no touchdowns. Yearly awards MVP is going to Justin Herbert. Coach of the year goes to Kyle Shanahan. AFC Offensive Player goes to Jonathan Taylor. Defensive Player of the year goes to Trayvon Walker. Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to go to Travis Hunter. We have Quinshawn Junkins at number 4. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Barrett Carter. They screwed me. Carson Schlesinger and Mason Graham, the 2 that I said should win it, falls to 2 and 3. Justin Herbert at number 1. At running back, we got Jonathan Taylor. Quinshawn at number 8. Receiving, we got Josh Downs. He probably was in the slot. Offensive line, you got Quinn Miners. No Browns. D-line, you got Trayvon Walker. No Myles Garrett to be seen. That is diabolical. Terrell Bernard as the best linebacker. Where the hell is Schlesinger? They're just skimping us, bro. DB, you got Dante Jackson for the Chargers, but Tyson Campbell coming in at number 7. And then kicker, Andre Schmidt. Let's go. That should, give him a new depth trait. The silver. Get him off that boring brown. But we were fired as Stefanski, so we are going to retire him, create a new character, and they better now.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
There was an issue where I couldn't. Yeah, it's doing it again. It's doing it again, damn it. It's doing it again. So I can't select the Browns right now, which means, they're free agents. I'm not going to be able to sign. I'm not going to be able to take over until, which is annoying, until after right before free agency. So whoever is due for a contract, I can't even bring them back, which means I probably should have signed them in the season, but I must be signed to a senior scout player. So, we're going to advance the week, go to the Pro Bowl, look, see who wins the Super Bowl, and then try to take over this team once free agency starts. We probably aren't going to bring anybody back anyway. You're not going to show me the Pro Bowl? So for the Pro Bowl, looking at the AFC side of things, we have probably not one Cleveland Brownie. If you see any Cleveland Brownies, y'all let me know. Because I don't see Tyson Campbell. Okay. Corner 3. Coming over from Jacksonville. And how do we have best kick? How do we win kicker of the year in the AFC and he doesn't make the Pro Bowl? But they give it to Cam Dicker. I mean, he can kick, 100-yard field goals. And Jerome Ford, our punt returner. So, 3 Pro Bowlers. Can't even see if anybody got any dev trait upgrades because we're not controlling the team right now. This is so annoying. But we'll go to the Browns roster. I mean, Dylan Gabriel was the best quarterback this season. Shador wasn't bad. Kirk trade didn't work out. At least they're developing. I know Njoku is due for a contract, so he'll hit the free agent market. McGuire played well. Mason Graham. Did he go up superstar?
These are player tag. This is the abilities tab. Here.
Yep, he went up superstar dev. Same thing with Schlesinger. He went up to superstar dev. Devin Bush, I feel like probably went up star dev. Yes, he did. Denzel Ward, superstar dev. Tyson Campbell making the Pro Bowl, but does not go up dev trait. Ronnie Hickman, did he go up dev trait? No, he did not. And the last one I want to check is Schmidt, winning kicker of the year. He goes up dev trait. So a lot of dev trait upgrades. We'll see who wins the Super Bowl. But man, can I control the Browns yet?
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Nope. I probably should, what I should do is turn coach firing off, and then when I feel like we need to take over as the coach, we take over. And I think that's what I'm going to do for the other rebuilds going forward, because this is just stupid. In the past, we never had this issue. You couldn't take over the team after getting fired. Just retiring that character. But the Super Bowl was the 49ers and the Bills. Bills win. They get their first Super Bowl. Maxwell Hairston gets your Super Bowl MVP. Justin Herbert, Kyle Shanahan, Puka Nacua, Trayvon Walker, Travis Hunter, and Barrett Carter are all of your award winners. Looking at the retirements, do we have any? Browns. So we have a young roster with all those rookies on there. So I don't expect to see too many names. Maybe Kirk Cousins, who we traded for, could retire. And it's Joel Bitonio, one of our best offensive linemen. Kirk Cousins does retire. So thank you for making us give up a future third-round pick for your ass just to retire. Shelby Harris, Cornelius Lucas, DeAndre Carter. So we lose basically all the veterans on the team outside of Myles Garrett. And this should be the contract negotiation week.
Choose which
Can I
team
take
you'll
over
begin your
now?
franchise with.
Still can't. That is so annoying, bro.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with.
Thank you. All right. So we are going to step in for Kevin Stefanski. And we're going to take this Browns roster who has a great defense, who is getting the, dev trait upgrades. We have the 2 first-round picks. We, are set up to make a run. So let's get the drip. We are the Browns, so we're going to go with the brown pants. If I can find them. And then let's get the kicks to match. We'll go with the Air Max 90. Got the little orange on there.
The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise. In the preseason, the regular.
So where are we now? We should be at the staff week. Okay. So do we have our players under contract? Did they sign anybody? So we lost Kirk Cousins. Did they pay Njoku? Let's see if they handed out any contracts. So he still has a year left, so I don't think they did. So we'll just advance the week and see what happens. We'll see who's on the roster. see who's not on the roster, and see if we have to bring any of the guys back. So yeah, we are at the free agent, and I don't think they brought anybody back. So where the hell is Dylan Gabriel? Where the hell is Jerome for? Okay, Dylan Gabriel's contract was. Did they just cut him? So Malachi Corley's gone, Thrasher's gone, Njoku's gone, Cornelius is gone, Cam Robinson's gone, Ethan Pokic is gone. They brought back Wyatt Teller. On what type of deal? A 1-year deal. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. We did lose. They brought back Tevin Jenkins as well. We did lose Batonio though to retirement. They brought Tevin Jenkins back on a 2-year deal. And we still got Jack Conklin. We got Isaiah McGuire. Still got Myles Garrett. If they would have cut Myles Garrett, oh boy. We lost Shelby Harris. They brought back Devin Bush, who did go up dev trade. I don't hate it. 1-year deal. It's not bad. So, I mean, they made the right moves. They did not bring back Martin Emerson, though, who had multiple dev trade scenarios. They brought back Ronnie Hickman, who I was going to probably bring back anyway on a 3-year deal. Don't hate it. They did not bring back the kicker of the year. So we definitely know who we need to target, as Javonte Williams is sitting there at the top of free agency. Dylan Gabriel, Aaron Rodgers didn't retire. But I don't know why they cut Dylan Gabriel. But the way he played last season, we're going to bring him back. As the Rams are trying to get him. Need receivers. There is none there. Then Njoku, I think I am going to let walk. We're going to go with Harold Fannin as our tight end. There's no left tackles. Connor McGovern at center. There's nobody really interested in coming to Cleveland. Dafe Owe at edge, but I think we're going to look to probably draft one. We have our D tackles. There is nobody at right edge because we have Myles Garrett. We have our linebackers now. Corner. I would like to bring back Martin Emerson. And I would do like a 2-year deal for him. Up the money because we can pay him. Try to keep this defense together because the defense is the Tennessee. Let's go player friendly. I'll have to give him a 3-year deal. Yeah, so try to get Martin Emerson back. And where is Schmidt? One best kicker of the year. Willing to give him a 3-year deal. We'll give him a bonus just because he did win kicker of the year. So going after all of our guys. And we only get Schmidt. We lose Martin Emerson. And we lose Dylan Gabriel. Are you kidding me? We got screwed by Tennessee and got screwed by the Rams. Well, now that leaves corner as a position of need, quarterback as a position of need, unless we choose to develop Shador. Let's look at mock draft 5. So we're picking at number 2. They have us taking that left tackle, 6'9" left tackle. The Cardinals, who have the number 1 overall pick, are going to take that quarterback, Dorian Saunders. And then with our second pick, we could get that other quarterback. But they have us taking the left edge. Let's look at the prospects, though. Quarterback, round 2 to 3, round 3 to 4. So there's really one legitimate quarterback in this draft class, and we might have to trade up from 2 to 1 to get him. Bruh, 6'4", 224, improviser. He's great at everything. Elite throw power, just a juke. Bro, he's a beast. Dorian Saunders, we might have to trade up for him. Receivers. Don't really need tight end. Tackle. Now, 6'9", bro. We gotta take him, right? I thought we scouted. There's their defensive tackles right here. I could have sworn we scouted the edge rushers, and we got no information back on them. But this one is elite acceleration, elite strength, elite jumping. Brett Burton. So far, I like the edge. I like the tackle. I don't like the idea of trading up to get this quarterback. He's great and all, but I don't want to trade up for him. I feel like we can get the tackle and we can get the edge. I would much rather do something like that. And if there's no corner, we might have to go get a corner in free agency, a slot corner, see who's available really quick. Who wants to be here? Kendall Fuller, the veteran. I don't really. But we'll look towards the draft. We'll look more towards the draft. I think we could bring Ford back. Maybe bringing Kareem Hunt back would be fun. Power back. You know what? Don't really need him though, so not gonna do it. We'll just get to the draft and decide if we want to go with Shador or. I can't believe we let Dylan Gabriel walk out the building. But we'll go with the edge rushers to see which ones are better. I know that left tackle is going to be a beast. Is there a corner we can get later on? Probably. Safety, don't really need. Don't need linebacker anymore. They re-signed Jenkins, so we don't really need guard to re-sign. Yeah, so could we get a quarterback? We could still get Nate Jackson in the second round, 6'6". So we'll probably work out the edge rushers. And when we look at it, round 1 to 2, round 1 to 2, round 1 to 2. I do want to see where that edge rusher is gonna go for the final mock, because we're definitely taking that 6'9" tackle. Um, Definitely taking that 6'9" tackle. I'm not trading up for that quarterback. He's gonna be a great player, but we can always look for it. We'll give Shador the keys next season, and then if it doesn't work out, look for a quarterback another time. I hope that other edge rusher can fall to our other pick. What the hell are we picking at? Yeah, so we're not picking until 27. So, I mean, I think we can do it. Let's head to the draft.
Welcome to the NFL.
Now, what's interesting here, what if the Cardinals, the mock draft doesn't always follow the script. They could, I'm actually gonna sit here and see them, see who they pick. They might switch it up. As they're taking the time, we're just gonna advance to their pick. They do take the quarterback, Saunders. He's gonna be good, but we're gonna take this behemoth of an offensive lineman, and that is Ben Feliz, 6'9", 336 pounds, out of Boston College. Elite strength, elite change of direction at that size. You see the A's all on his report card. We're drafting him. Protect Shador. See how much taller this guy is than Roger Goodell. And they about the same size. I thought he was 6'9". Number 6, we got him at number 2. Let's go. We're going to advance to our pick. Hopefully one of the edge rushers falls to us, and it looks like they did. Now, I love what Isaiah McGuire, I love what he did. All the quarterbacks got taken too. But we're going to look around and see if there's any other position that, I mean, there's these receivers that we could take. But I like what Tillman and Judy did. There's a tight end. We could stay with the 2 tight end system. Probably should have kept Njoku though if we were gonna do that. There's this center here. The edge rusher is still available, and I think, I mean, best player available at this point. And right now, the best player is either that safety, that receiver, or the edge rusher. We're going to take Brett Burton. He has elite acceleration, elite jumping, elite strength, A awareness, A tackle, B power, B play rate. Don't like the finesse moves or hit power, but we're going to take a shot on him. Brett Burton, boost up this defense. We get somebody to pair up with Myles Garrett, and we still got Isaiah McGuire and the boys, so we really improve our pass rush with this pick. And we're trying to rebuild this team, this Browns team, starting with the trenches first. We don't go with the quarterback. We're going to believe in Shador, and we're going to put some talent around. 48 at 27. Why does this always happen to me with the damn edge rushers, man? It's always normal dev, bruh. And I bet you the other one that was round 1 to 2, I bet you he's the one with the hidden depth. I bet you, but should have a good rating. But that is so annoying. Now, with our other pick, there are some receivers here. big and fast. Okay. There's a receiver. There's a center right here. And I think we might need center. Who is our center? Because it was Ethan Pokic. We don't have a center. So I think that's what we're going to do with our next pick. Even though there are some receivers here. Going to get Chip Taft. What a name. A awareness, elite agility, elite change of direction. F run block is a little concerning, but we're going to go at position of need. Draft Chip Taft. 25, we got him at 34. Hidden dev. Let's go. We just rebuilt the offensive line. Added a left tackle, added a center. Get some youth in there. And then we have a 3rd round pick. And if one of those receivers can fall, I don't think they did. Yeah, they didn't. So we're going to have the same group of receivers for this season. Because I don't see anyone's worth taking. We do need corner. There's this linebacker right here. Don't need him. I know they re-signed Devin Bush. Gonna take Joey Duhan. We lost Martin Emerson. We need a corner, especially in the slot. 37, we got him at 66. Normal dev. Okay, where could we go here? We could go edge rusher again, but that wouldn't be smart. D tackle, we got Mason Graham, we got Mike Hall, we got Malik Collins. Could we use another one? Antoine Dubois. Elite acceleration, elite jumping, B awareness, A play rate, A finesse move, C tackling. I like Josh Morgan. Do you see that 6'6", 344? He's a power rusher with speed like that. He can move like that. And he's built like a nose tackle. He can do all three. Let's take Josh Morgan. 72, we got him at 130. Normal dev. I just like the way he's built. Do we need a long snapper? Don't know if we do. I know we need a fullback. Didn't even look at the fullbacks. But this guy is great and elite at everything. So we are in the 5th round. Oh man, elite, 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 elite. Bro had a lot of elites. Do we take the one that has a lot of elites in his ratings? Or do we take the one that could potentially have an A? I mean, this guy has a lot of elites too. I think the other one had more A's. We'll go Zach McCall. I think that's the right call. 321. We got him at 132. But I mean, we needed a fullback. Still need a receiver. Could take a linebacker. And I don't think there's any receivers left that we could take here. So we're gonna move pass receiver. Probably bring in a veteran in the preseason before preseason starts. We do need a blocking tight end, but I don't really see anybody. Could go linebacker still. Is what we might do. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the will linebacker. Let's go with Shelley. I think they brought back Devin Bush on a 1-year deal, so let's just get him. Let's fill out this roster. And did they bring back Rayshawn Jenkins? Don't know if they brought back Rayshawn Jenkins. Don't know if he's under contract. We can use a backup safety. And maybe quarterback. Kurt Black, 6'5" improviser. Do we draft him? Do we have a... I don't know if we have a long snapper on this team. We don't. So we are going to have to take a long snapper. Poor agility. Marginal. So we'll go with the poor guy. And then with our last pick, our 7th round pick, try to find a receiver, try to find a linebacker. Oh, we already drafted a linebacker. Try to find a receiver. Maybe we take that quarterback. Making sure none of those punters are like generational. Take Nick Barley. Don't feel like that draft hit for me. Just picking at 30 with the other picks kind of, so, but hey, we did good with what we had to work with. We totally missed on the fullback, and then I mean the other picks would just fill out the depth chart kind of thing. But 72 overall D tackle, no hidden dev, but fine with that. 74 corner, no hidden dev, fine with that. We'll replace Martin Emerson. So annoying. We probably could have offered him more money, but so annoying. But Chip Taft, 76 overall, hidden dev center. He's gonna come in, be a day one starter to replace Ethan Pokic. And then at left edge, normal dev, annoying as hell, but he's going to compete with McGuire for that starting left edge role. And then our best pick, 80 overall tackle, 6'9". I've never seen a six. Well, I ain't gonna say never, but 6'9" in the top 5. What a pick! He's gonna, come in and block for Shador, who is now our quarterback. And then looking at it, there was a tight end who was the best player in the draft. Guard, another tight end. It's the year of the tight ends, and we had the 4th best player, and then you see Saunders there, 80 overall. We would have hit on either him or the tackle, so I mean that's fine. I do want to see the other edge rusher. Excuse me, that receiver, 78. And a couple picks after we took the edge rusher. But where is the other edge rusher? The one on the right went number 4. Holmes, was he was the other one, and of course he's the one with the hidden dev. That's what I'm talking about, bro. They always screw me like that. But bad first season record wise, last in the division. We picked number 2 overall in the draft. We lose Dylan Gabriel, who was arguably our best quarterback last season performance wise. We lose him. We lose Martin Emerson. Both of them in free agency, but we had a couple of picks in the draft. Quarterback still questionable, but going into year 2, it will be Shador Sanders' team. We're handing him the keys. We're going to continue to build this defense up, make sure that the offense can help the defense. And we got 4 more seasons of this, the Cleveland Browns. But that'll wrap it up for part 1 here in the Madden 26 Cleveland Browns Realistic Rebuild. Stay tuned for part 2.